Hey there guys, it's Controversial here. So I just wanted to talk today about something very specific and very important. Men are hitting back now. Like, I never thought we'd reach a point in society where people cannot keep their hands to themselves, period. I believe in keeping your hands to yourself. Just don't touch people. Don't leave each other alone. I'll never understand this whole need to touch people, specifically on the woman's side. I'll never understand why women think they can touch and do whatever they want to whomever they want. Because for a long time, specifically in my childhood, I remember my body being unwantedly touched by girls all the time. Because teachers like would slap boys' bums to get them to sit down, and somehow we all just accepted this, and I don't even know why. Because it was pretty inappropriate at times, but it was just allowed because we were all boys, and if you had to take it up with the office, then they probably wouldn't do anything about it. But like, for example, like if a male teacher had to do that, he would be fired on the spot, he would be arrested, his wife would divorce him, his kids would be taken away, he would be called a predator, he would be called a child molester, he would be called you would be called everything wrong with society. But women get away with doing so much these days, and have pretty much gotten away with it throughout time and history. Because I don't know why women feel the need to touch everybody, but I remember a huge portion of my life being unwantedly touched by even girls, like girls my own age, girls older than me, women older than me, for a huge part of my life. And it's something I've never really spoken about until now, but there were many instances where I did genuinely feel uncomfortable. I did genuinely feel uncomfortable. Like, don't touch me, don't touch people, just leave each other alone. And I'll never understand this. And these days I feel that men are getting sick and tired of the hypocrisy, of the double standard, of the unfairness and the unjust. Because when a woman slaps you, apparently that's not domestic violence. But if a man even flicks a woman, then the woman can just run into a wall and fall on the ground and cry and then say, "Oh, he hit me," then send this man to jail. Because it's funny how domestic violence only helps, only caters for women. Because if a man hits a woman, oh, then it's a big thing. But if a woman hits a man, the man is told to man up. The man is told to be a man. The man is told you shouldn't put your hands on women. Women are allowed to hit men, but men are not allowed to hit women. That's pretty much what I've been told. That's the mantra that I've been told. And I'm sure that many men have been told this too. Now, I've noticed the current trend in society and the current trend specifically on social media. Like, men are sick and tired of this nonsense. We are sick and tired of the double standards, sick and tired of the hypocrisy, of the injustice, of everything. And it seems like men have decided to hell with it. I'm gonna hit back now. And it begs in question, like, listen, there are certain people who've always been allowed to defend themselves against women, because I believe in self-defense. I believe 100% in self-defense, whether you're a man or a woman. But it depends, because if a strong man hits a weaker woman, then in most cases there will be someone to defend them if it happens in public, or if it happens in a home. The woman needs to call the police or speak to someone that she can talk to. Because I'm telling you now, abuse is not cool, whether it be a man or a woman. But abuse is not cool. You cannot do that to people, and it kind of sucks that in our society today we still have to deal with such an old problem and such a stupid problem, period. Like, people have so many rights, specifically as women have too many rights these days, and they do abuse them, but that will be another video. But just keep your hands to yourself, because I'm telling you now, men are sick and tired of this nonsense. I've seen men straight punch women with fists, and I'm awestruck by it, because I don't think I could ever hit a woman with a straight fist. Like, listen, there's a difference, because I don't like to fight. I don't like violence, period. I will try to walk away from any fight. And depending on whether you're a man or a woman, if a guy hits me, I'm gonna hit him back straight. If a woman hits me, I'll probably walk away if she tries to hit me. And if she carries on, I'll probably try and hold her down and tell her to stop, or get someone to take her away from me. But it's a different story You hit me, I try to walk away, and then you hit me at the back of my head, or you try and kick me as I'm walking away. It is a completely different story, because now you want to instigate violence, and then once I react and then I hurt you, then now you want to play the victim and cry wolf and cry uncle and everything. That's not how it works. Equal rights equals equal fights. Everybody has rights. And the fact that women think that they have more rights than men is ridiculous. This is why women have more women have more social movements that they know what to do with. This is why whenever a woman lies about a man, all of a sudden it's true without any evidence whatsoever. And men are getting sick and tired of this. I'm getting sick and tired of this. This whole female privilege thing needs to stop. Women just have to work like men. Women have to do everything like men. This is why men have started hitting back. Men are hitting back now. Like, self-defense is self-defense. I remember I had a friend that I was playing games with, and he said the same thing with women about how you're not allowed to hit women. And you know what he said? He made a joke. He's like, well, if a woman comes at you with a knife or comes at you with a weapon, you have to, I will have to, you have to knock her teeth out in order to stop. You have to knock her out. You have to subdue. You have to do something. If a woman comes at you with a weapon, you have to defend yourself. And I think the friend I had did like karate or like MMA or something. She was like, yeah, I'll give her an elbow strike. I'll give her an elbow strike. I'll throw a toast. Like, I'll do something. And you know what's funny? Here's the scenario for you. Husband and wife get into it over a stupid argument. Let's just say the wife wants something, it's too expensive, and the husband doesn't want to give it to her, or there's no money. So what happens? The wife gets angry, hurls a toaster at him, hits him in the head, gives him a huge gash, and then he has a concussion now because his wife who's clearly capable of working herself, doesn't want to work. Now the woman throws the toaster at the man. The man hits the floor and his head hits the ground, and he has a pretty bad concussion. So now she has to call the ambulance. She has to call the ambulance and then tell them what happened. If the man's passed out on the ground, what is she gonna tell them? She's gonna tell them he fell, he hurt himself, he slipped and fell. But in the meantime, she's the one who threw the toaster. So now no one's really gonna think that it's domestic violence, even though the woman threw the toaster at him. So now what's gonna happen? Nothing. Nothing's gonna happen. I swear, this society, man. Like, I don't know. And gender-based violence is BS, but I'll make a separate video. Look, I don't know how to talk about this without sounding, but anyway, like, keep your hands to yourself, people. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch people. I'm telling you now, like, I remember periods of time where girls would stick there, where girls would touch my chest, they would touch my behind, they would flick my nipples, they would do so many bad things to me when I was a kid, and it's not cool. They would stick their fingers up your butt while walking, and then they would say, and they would have this thing of where if it's a really good-looking girl, it's like, I'm doing you a favor by giving you attention. You have no girlfriend, so I'm giving you attention, so that I'm doing you a favor. I swear, the society, man. But anyway, guys, this is Controversial signing out. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.